Look at that. Guys, let's break some news. Guys, look at this.
Week's Warrant Watch focuses on the case of a grandmother who died after being beaten in broad daylight.
And the weapon used, an aluminum baseball bat. NBC4's Carrie Charles joins us now with more about this case. Carrie?
Well, Jen, these are the people who
beat her grandmother to death with a baseball bat. Look at that. Now, guys, let's be honest, guys, because, we can be honest, okay? Thomas, John Carlos, Sid, Red Door. If I were to have told you, if I would have blanked out this screen and said that someone had beaten their grandma to death with a baseball bat, what would you have thought the person would have looked like? I mean, come on, guys. Could it have been anyone else other than a B-dub, really?
Streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Red Door says a B-dub. Hey, guys, I got to break out the race card, right? I mean, come on, Look at that, guys. Of course, it's a knucklehead who looks just like this.
Of Yolanda Vaughn, children, grandchildren, other family members, and friends. She's gone. It's not clear how she and her accused killer knew each other. What we do know is that these folks are reeling from an attack that happened a little more than a month ago. Tonight, Columbus Police, the U.S. Marshals Service, and the victim's family are asking for your help in finding the person responsible for this violent assault. Yolanda Vaughn was 54. She gave birth to 3 children and adopted 2 others.
I would say one of her biggest qualities is that she cared for people. She was a living individual.
Robert Vaughn Jr. falls right in the middle.
She's an amazing person, my friend, big time friend. I would say one of my best friends.
Vaughn died following injuries sustained during a brutal attack.
A child of God, a believer in Jesus Christ, to be my teacher, a woman, who loved music.
And this week's Warrant Watch, the search for the suspect in Vaughn's death, 31-year-old Erica Carr. These are previews.
Look at that, guys. I told you. Yeah, Tim Hicks, probably her grandson's ex. Facts. Yep. There you go. Yep. And guys, I am black, guys. This is one of the issues with the black community, right? B-dubs are never held accountable ever. Because we always have this
always was the black queen, mama.
Foolishness, right? Insane.
Yes, mugshots. And both, you'll notice, she has the word nephew tattooed across her neck.
This is violence at its worst. She strikes her numerous times. The lady falls down on the ground and she stands over top of her and continues to strike her with this aluminum bat. And then the lady gets up staggering and she pushed her again and she fell down and hit her head on the cement.
And 90 minutes later, Vaughn was gone. Court filings show the attack happened on the 2300 block of Hiawatha Park Drive, May 5th of this year, around 12:30 in the afternoon. Carr is now facing a murder charge.
What was the purpose of doing something like that? Like, nobody deserves that.
Vaughn and Robert Sr. were married for about 23 years and remained good friends after their divorce.
I mean, I could see if somebody was trying to, you break in your home, you defend yourself. But to my knowledge, that wasn't the case. So why would you do that? And I do hope that justice is served. You deserve whatever is coming to you.
Those who love Vaughn are left with memories, like when she had her face painted.
Cody Marshall, what's up, dude? Long time, buddy. Call Starlights here. What's going on? Digital, how's it going? Guys, I did drop the link in the Discord, so anyone who wants to come on up.
During Hallelujah night at church, Vaughn's son wants Carr to know.
You took somebody who mattered a lot to people, and you may not care. And, I prayed for you, and I've also prayed for my family. it's hard to say that I forgive you, but it'd be hard to not with my beliefs. But I do want you to.
I don't. Nope. Someone takes a family member from me, and you expect me to forgive them? Please. Shit. Guys, my mom and I don't have the best relationship. But if someone murdered my mom, I would dedicate the rest of my life to making their life as miserable as possible.
Serve justice, and however God sees fit is what I want to happen.
Captain Wally said, I think it was snowboards. Snowboard shows up.
Oh my God. Jeez. Talking about my girlfriend over here. I have a big Mike fetish. I don't know what to say. I like her to dominate me.
A big Mike fetish.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, dude.
Marshall Black did not have details about
I have her
led to the
spank
attack.
me. I have Big Mike spank me with the paddle board that they used to murder their chef with.
Yeah.
That drowned in like 5 feet of water.
As he's blasting "Hail to the Chief" on the friggin' on the Bluetooth speaker, right?
He says, frankly, it doesn't matter, especially since this doesn't appear to be a case of self-defense.
Right.
Here is another look at 31-year-old Erica Carr. Her last
That's a rough 31, guys.
Oh
Black does crap, right, guys?
known address was on the 2300 block of Clinton Street. Remember, she has the word nephew tattooed on her neck. If you've seen her, scan the QR code on your screen.
Damn. Now, guys, this isn't the only example of this. So, woman accused of fatally shooting her grandmother. Guys, we all know what she looks like, right?
Oh my God.
I
The
mean,
grandma's
come on,
the only people that hold those families together too. They're like the
Yeah.
most respectable person usually.
Yep. And that's why they got the most. You know what I'm saying?
Because she probably was telling this girl who deleted her to like get her life together, stop being an idiot. So
Yeah.
she just killed her, probably for
Yeah.
like $20,000 of life insurance.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's probably like literally like 20 grand of life insurance.
JD, what's up, dude? Yeah, he's just beating old people. It used to mean you were a coward. Yeah, but here's the thing. To be called a coward and to have it affect you meant that you felt shame, right? Guys, do you think these knuckleheaded 304s feel any type of shame at all? Come on, man. Come on, right? And guys, this is 3 News segment. Snowboards, my guest anchor here.
Of this woman accused of killing her own grandmother.
And now, for the very first time since that deadly shooting, we're hearing tonight from the victim's family, including her nephew. Our Rich 9 tonight is live on the city's Far East Side, where all of this unfolded. Rich.
Scott and Andrea, the crime lab investigators just finished their work here a little over an hour ago, and family members are trying to process why one of their cousins would kill her grandmother, 64-year-old Phyllis Anderson.
She's a knuckleheaded 304. That's why. What other reason do you guys need, right? I mean, come on.
Shot and killed inside this apartment building behind me just around noon today. And then later this afternoon, 22-year-old Casey Anderson was arrested around 56th Street and Post Road in the Fort Bend area of Lawrence. She had been on the run on the east side in a Chevy Cobalt for about 3 hours after this
And a Chevy Cobalt.
Yeah.
Hey guys, sneak peek on a video that I'm doing of these chicks that they can't afford to fix their cars. And this chick's whining about the transmission's busted in her car and it costs $6 grand to fix. And she's a B-dub. Guess what kind of car she had?
Nissan Altima.
Exactly.
Nissans have like terrible transmissions, some of the
and
modern
that's
ones.
because
Yeah.
that CVT has a rubber band. It's like a rubber belt in it. And once
Oh,
that bad boy snaps, you have to replace the whole thing. Why would you drive an entire car on a rubber band?
Because you wanted to blow a tranny. Oh.
Oh no.
Family tells me that Phyllis lived alone in the Arlington Green apartments, but she cared for her own 92-year-old mother who lives in the apartment next door to where this killing took place today.
She was a beautiful woman, and she's gonna be very, very, very missed. And it's still, I haven't sinked in, and
hasn't sinked in.
It just hurts. That something like this to happen. I just can't believe, me watching them grow up, to happen to do something like this tragedy to a grandmother. It's just really tragedy for something like this to happen. It shows us that we still got a lot to learn coming up and being there for family. We shouldn't have to be there for family when something like this takes place. I don't have any clues right now. It's just there's some that all the family them got to get together and then just sit down and we all got to talk about what happened, what took place here today. I just can say it's just a sad day.
Police believe that there was some kind of previous dispute between Phyllis and Casey, but family members just can't believe, Scott, that it came to this today.
No, we can't believe it either, Rich.
Well, I can. Guys, we can, right, guys?
Yeah, it's sad. But that was an old school grandma. She was telling her to stop
Prince
being
George's
an idiot.
County State's
Yeah,
I almost guarantee, and then she just killed her.
Prince George's County State's attorney after a jury found a Landover woman guilty of killing her own mother. We first reported on WUSA 9 News at 6 that Candace Craig was
evil looking broad right there, right?
Yeah.
Look at those dead eyes, man. Look at that. John says, is all this nonsense from the black community an outlier? Just another day in the ghetto. John, there's a large group of black people that are like middle class, that are working and just wanting to be left alone. But guys, just like how like white people get defined by a lot of redneck stuff, but rednecks are a small percentage of the white population. Blacks, we're the same way, but just ghetto people are just so loud and cause so much damage. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the whole statistic. Guys, so 54% of black men are single and childless, and 30% are married. But the 16% of nugs and pookies that are responsible for the 77% of the children, right? They're causing so much damage. You know what I mean? So, but here's the thing, guys. I don't see white people defending what Cletus and friggin' Trailer Trash Tammy do. But us blacks are the only ones who want to try and defend our foolishness. First things over in India. What's up, dude? Yeah. So it's, look, whatever percentage I can say of blacks that are doing this, it's far too high. It's every racial group has their trash category. I believe that blacks is larger, and when something happens, you don't see any other race circling the wagons around their trash group. It's funny how we talk about how the cops are the only profession where they'll circle the wagons around the people that do bad things. But us blacks are the only group that'll circle the wagons around the people doing the foolishness.
Mr. Floyd.
Yeah. Yep. Man, you won't see me showing out for any of these knuckleheads. I tell you guys, man, this is me to all the pro-blacks and all the ghetto people.
We're out here building a new nation for black people.
It's time for you to start paying some dues, nigga.
I ain't giving you shit.
I ain't giving you a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. Oh, well, AJ, you must have forgotten where you came from. You too good. Yes.
Yeah.
I am too good for you. Oh, you think you better than me? Yes, I am. Guys, anyone, black, Hispanic, white, Asian, if there's a member of your race that tries to act like you're different because you're successful, you think you better than us? Say yes. look them dead in their eyes. And if they try and ask you for any type of money or any type of help,
look, listen, I don't know what the fuck you saying, but all I know, you ain't getting a motherfucking dime.
Guilty of first and second degree murder in the killing of her 7.
Yeah, Dante said, I put the community in the rearview mirror decades ago. Facts. Yep.
51-year-old mother. State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy says today's verdict is about accountability.
This is a giving, caring, loving, compassionate, and understanding woman who was killed, who was asphyxiated by her daughter.
Asphyxiated?
What?
And make no mistake, Miss Candace Craig absolutely committed this crime, and she is now being held accountable.
So that, guys.
Craig's daughter, Salia Hardy, is accused of helping to hide the body, and she's also facing charges. We'll keep an eye on both.
Damn. Now, guys, there's a longer video. We'll watch part of that, and then we have a couple more cases here. Here we go.
Take you out to Prince George's County in Maryland. Of course, we're following a story.
Guys, Prince George's County is a shithole, dude. If you're ever gonna move to the DMV, and I don't recommend doing it, guys, don't move to PG County, bro.
And I want to put a tweet from our Fox 5 team as the Maryland mother and daughter have been charged in the murder of 71-year-old grandmother. Police say they found human remains in a trash bags in the basement and a chainsaw. They both appeared in a Prince George's County courtroom this afternoon at 1:15 p.m. Eastern. Of course, following this very closely here on live.
Yeah, the chainsaw? How are you gonna go friggin' Leatherface on the broad?
Yeah. You got to go Fargo with the wood chipper. Get rid of it better than that.
Guys, just so you know, because I'll probably post this clip as a 3NN news. Guys, for any of you guys that are watching who might be new, guys, I go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to come and join the lives, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, it's usually me and my merry band of co-hosts, right? Right, Snowboard?
Yeah.
Oh, where are we?
Now from Fox.
Oh, another thing.
Used to call them correspondents, but on 3NM we call them horrespondents.
Look at dude, Snowboard. Have you seen in the comments how people like your laugh? They always laugh at your laugh when it's.
Yeah, people tell me that in real life too.
Guys, no, hold on. Let's pump the brakes, all right? Let's pump the brakes. Guys, I need a serious answer from all you guys. Jarvik, Ogie, Damon. Guys, this is her friend who did this on the left. Her friend helped her dispose of the body. If your friend called you and said, hey, look, I need you to help me get rid of my dead grandmother's body, would you guys say yes? I mean, guys, are you there? Look, I have some good friends, but I ain't helping no one in a murder case. Shit. I'm too pretty to go to jail.
Yeah. And what do you think these two clowns did with the body? I know they said they cut it up with a chainsaw, but after that, they probably just left it right in their own trash bin out front of their house. They probably were really stupid.
Yeah. Jeffrey Jones, what's up, dude? Let's see, Jarvik's here, Matthew's here, Rajai's here. Rajai, what's going on, my friend? What's going on? Let me see here. Rockin' Diesel's here. Let's go.
Authorities say a mother and her daughter have been charged in connection with murdering the family's grandmother. Police have charged 44-year-old Candace Craig with first and second degree murder.
You know what, guys? Terrence Moss says, quite see to separate themselves. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I am black, and guys, if there are people who want to choose to live with their own group, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, think about Chinatown. Why is it every city has a Chinatown where everyone is Chinese? No one says anything. I used to live in Maryland, guys. There was a part of There's a northern part of the town where it was all small hats. You know what I'm saying? No one says anything. But then people like snowboard,
because you'll get sued.
Yeah,
from them, but
can't do the same thing, guys. What's wrong with that? I don't see an issue.
Yeah,
these guys, we are diverse enough to where like usually the people who want to live alone, they're such a small group of people. Like let them. It's not going to hurt anyone to have them exercise that option, you know. And guys, why would you want to be somewhere where people don't want you? You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't understand. Well, it's like these 304s and like male-dominated fields, like male-dominated spaces. Why would you want to be so narcissistic that you should be there but nobody wants you there? And then not only just expected to be treated as equals, but to be treated with privilege, right? They don't want to come into a man's space and be treated like men. Oh, no. They want the guys to stop swearing, stop saying sexist jokes, to stop smoking cigars, to watch different shows or whatever, and then the guys stop showing up. You know,
they also when someone says that, like, I want to live around X group of people, it's mostly women, or a lot of other people assume like that's like assuming they make the assumption that you like want every other group dead or something like that. It's like, no, I don't care what they do. I just want to live with X people.
All
so that
I'm
doesn't mean
is that things
wishing
should be
harm to
equal
anyone
across the board. Okay, if there should be Chinatown, all right, or there's a black part of town, or whatever, people should be able to choose to live in that part of town in peace. But the majority of people in America, I still believe, don't really care who their neighbor is, as long as their neighbor's not a moron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Terrence, I actually think it's class, honestly. I think it's class. I think that hardworking, middle class people like Terrence, myself, Snowboard, we don't want to be near any foolishness, any ghetto stuff, or any trailer trash stuff. Because you cannot tell me that trailer trash Tammy isn't just as bad as Keisha. You know what I'm saying? That Cletus, the meth head's not as bad as Nugna. Because I used to live in rural Pennsylvania. And I used to see these meth heads and opioid addicts breaking into places, robbing stuff. They were white people. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be near foolishness. So Kelvin, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you as usual.
Her 19-year-old daughter is also charged with accessory after the fact. Let's take you out to some remarks here, live, raw, and unfiltered, on Live Now from Fox.
Yeah, what can you say as far as what happened at the hearings today? No bond status. I missed part of it. Was it said that all of the victims?
Guys, this video is pretty long, so we'll look at one more case, and then we'll actually get into the topic of the video here. Here we go.
First,
this.
Man,
yeah,
she's nice, nice looking.
Yeah, she's right at the wall. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'd smash. You know what I'm saying? How you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can suck start on the floor.
At noon, a family is found shot to death inside an apartment on the northeast side. Police calling this tragedy a murder-suicide. Eyewitness News reporter Jordan Foster joins us live on Henderson Pass with details. Jordan?
Yeah, the police chief said that it appears a woman killed her 2 kids and their grandma before turning the gun on herself. This morning, police were called to responding to a call here at the apartments at the Sedonia Ranch apartment complex on the northeast side of town, and they found multiple people dead inside. Police say the woman had recently lost custody of the kids, and they believe that may have been the motive behind this murder-suicide. Police were initially called by the children's father. They say he saw the bodies after peeking through a crack in the...
Yeah, guys deleted her.
Oh my God.
Her 2 kids, her and Grammy Grams, and herself.
Instead of giving the kids up to the man, she took everyone down with her. It's selfish.
Can you imagine? Guys, these chicks are demons, man. How are you going to take off? Guys, just delete yourself. Just take yourself up. Why are you going to do this to other people? Scozy down in Australia. What's up, man? Guys, we have Australia in the house. We have India in the house. We have Greece in the house. What's up? Good to see you guys.
At this time, we do have very little information right now, but we do know that both children's ages were 5 and 3 years old. The grandma was in her 60s, and the mom was in her late 30s. And at this time, their names haven't been released, but police are still investigating back.
For that, guys, and then hold on.
If that was a guy who did that, they would have been like, he's a monster. This is his name. He's garbage. They're going to say she had mental health issues.
Yep. Anytime that these 304s do any of this, guys, we all know what the excuse is.
And I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues. I'm extremely distraught. I feel like my whole life is ending.
Now, guys, here's another chick. She said that she deleted Grammy Grams because she was hearing voices. Right. Come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Who does that? Who does that?
Tamira Laws could not.
Jesus. She might have actually heard voices. She's insane.
Look at that
right there. Yeah.
Yo, guys, look at this face. Look at that, man.
Tamira Laws could not believe it when she realized she'd killed her grandma.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What did she hit her with? A Mack truck?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
How'd they get her out of the house with the forklift, dude? Come on, man.
I think she just killed her. Yeah.
Jesus.
She killed her just because she was trying to get down the hallway.
Oh,
you can't get down the hallway with her in there.
Look at that, man. Yikes. Look at that.
Oh my God.
70-year-old Doris Novella.
Because she's never done anything for me to want to kill her for.
Laws broke down in tears several times during her nearly 90 minutes on the witness stand Thursday.
Guys, there's a video of this entire testimony here. We'll have to do a live stream on that, dude. Can you imagine 30 to 90 minutes of this?
Remember stabbing your grandmother?
This is too much. This is too much. This is too much.
But eventually she did describe how she choked her grandma.
I used my hand.
Ow! There's no neck there to choke.
No.
What are you talking about? Oh, We Are Judah says this is his favorite channel. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, guys. Henry, what's up, man? Laughing, man. What is going on, my friend? As usual, what is going on? Matthew's here. Yeah, Anthony's here. Kadarius is here. What's up, man? Good to see you guys. Spacious is here. Luxury Pictures here. Good to see all you guys.
Beat her 5 times with a hammer.
I thought the energy was on me, so I was thinking to get it off, I had to beat it out.
Then stabbed her with a knife.
In the throat.
She says she did it, killed the woman who raised her because she was not in her right mind. She was insane.
In your right mind, would you have done anything to harm her?
No.
Did you know at that time what you were doing was wrong?
No.
Laws explained she.
You guys know who she sounds like?
No, you're not asking me. No, it's called garlic croutons. Yeah, and they're right there on the scene.
Become addicted to meth, was escorting and hearing voices.
That had something to do with it.
Well,
yeah.
we knew that was coming, didn't we, guys? Of course, guys. That's just kind of like the sequence, right? First methin', and then hoeing, right?
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
She's on that meth.
Yeah.
And then, guys.
I work at. Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside home.
Hear voices in my head telling me that people are trying to kill me.
Specifically, her grandma Doris.
I was like, I know Grandma's trying to kill me. I was afraid that my grandma was doing witchcraft on me.
And why did you believe that?
Because that's what my dad told me.
The night of the murder, February 2020, Law spoke to her dad over the phone.
I remember.
I told my grandma I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Telling him, are you telling me to kill my grandma right now? And he was like, yes, because.
Oh, come on. Guys, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so now it's her dad's fault.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked.
Still blames it on a man.
Led astray.
Yeah.
Run on muck.
And guys, I'm sure that Grams did so much to run away, right? Yeah, Anthony, there it is, blaming the man.
Yep.
Blaming the man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And Henry, man, thanks for handing out a couple memberships, man. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for your support.
He said I was protecting myself.
Both sides will make closing arguments on Friday. The judge says she will likely render her verdict next week.
She should fry. She should fry like all that bacon that Grammy Grams used to do.
Oh, man.